Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Yesterday's video was on Don Rickles and all the great shows he was in, and it tanked terribly. I just don't understand. Don Rickles is an excellent comedian, and it just blew my mind that, it's been up for quite a while, and it's double digits. Don't get it. Now here's hoping this one will do better. Here's 10 sitcom spinoffs that didn't last very long at all. Take a look. Okay, we're going to start with Joey. Lasted 2 seasons. Joey Tribbiani, played by Matt LeBlanc, was one of the favorite characters from the mega hit sitcom Friends. Enduring but ditzy personality and iconic catchphrases. How you doing? Also brought the laughs. It wasn't a surprise when NBC, the home of Friends, decided to spin Joey off into his own sitcom titled Joey. But as lovable and funny as the character is, Joey couldn't get by without a little help from his friends. He was placed by a hiatus halfway through his second season. It returned for one more episode before getting canceled completely. The Ropers, 2 seasons. Three's Company was a big hit in the late 70s and early 80s. It follows 3 single platonic roommates living together in Santa Monica, California. ABC network execs ordered a spinoff after only 2 seasons. The end result was The Ropers, which revolved around a middle-aged couple and the landlord from Three's Company, Stanley, played by Norman Fell, and Helen Roper, Audra Lindley. Ratings were terrible. Show got axed just after 2 seasons. Even worse, Fell and Lindley's roles in Three's Company were replaced by a totally new landlord character, Don Knotts. After MASH, 2 seasons. Short for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, MASH is a 1968 novel that was adapted into a 70 comedy American war film. Its tremendous success established an entire franchise, which began with the TV series MASH. Popularity of that spinoff then created more spinoffs, one of which was After MASH. It's a direct sequel to the original show and follows the post-Korean War exploits of 3 main characters from MASH. Spinoff missed the mark of its predecessor and received mostly negative reviews. Network execs pulled the plug on it after only 2 seasons. Joni Loves Chachi, 2 seasons. Happy Days is a classic sitcom that dominated the 70s and 80s. Brought stars Henry Winkler and Ron Howard to prominence, launching their careers into what they are today. Happy Days' immense popularity birthed several spin-offs, such as Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, and then there's Joni Loves Chachi. While the first 2 were hits, Joni Loves Chachi turned out to be a dud. Follows the Happy Days supporting characters Joni and Chachi Arcola to Chicago as they attempt to establish a music career on the cusp of the British invasion. Phyllis, 2 seasons, starring the actress of the same name. The Mary Tyler Moore Show is a revolutionary sitcom that broke ground for its complex characters and storylines, and it's starring a single unmarried female who wasn't dependent on a man. Its success spawned 3 spin-offs, which one was Phyllis. Focuses on a recurring character named Phyllis, played by Cloris Leachman, who moves from Indianapolis to San Francisco after the death of her husband. Network execs probably hoped it would last well beyond the Mary Tyler Moore Show and take its place in the ratings. It was not to be. The Golden Palace, 1 season. Golden Girls is a legendary sitcom starring the late beloved actress Betty White. High ratings brought about several spinoffs that tried capturing the original popularity. There was Empty Nest, the best performer of the bunch, Nurses, which only lasted 3 seasons, and The Golden Palace, the least impressive of the 3. Picks up where the Golden Girls left off following the character's investment in a Miami hotel called the Golden Palace. It sounded like a decent idea, and early ratings proved that the audience eventually lost interest in the golden years of these characters. That 80s show, 1 season. That 70s show was a huge hit in the 90s and early 2000s and is responsible for making stars out of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. The 80s show has its spin-off, which tried to capitalize on the structure and popularity of the original. Although it was a spin-off, the show didn't feature any of the storylines and characters from the 70s show and had a entirely new cast. And that was one of the problems. Tabitha, 1 season. Even young viewers are familiar with the classic TV show Bewitched, a sitcom about a witch who tries playing housewife to an ordinary man. It's a huge hit during the boomer generation and tackled stereotypical gender roles and interracial relationships. Tabitha is its spinoff. It revolves around Tabitha Stevens, played by Lisa Hartman, the witch daughter of two main characters from Bewitched. It follows her life as a young woman living in L.A., working as a production assistant at a television station. Fortunately, Tabitha failed to capture the magic of Bewitched. Excuse me. Gloria, one season on The Family. It's a legendary sitcom that inspired a number of successful spin-offs, such as Archie Bunker's Place, The Jeffersons, and it inspired a few unsuccessful spin-offs, like Gloria. Played by Sally Struthers, Gloria is Archie Bunker's daughter who tries getting her life back together after her husband leaves her for a nudist commune. The show was actually a decent performer, ranking 18th in the ratings, but issues within the family on the Family apparently led to Gloria's cancellation after only one season. There you go. Actually, I watched a little bit of Gloria and I kind of enjoyed it. Weren't too many in there that I enjoyed. I was kind of surprised with Joey because I thought it would be better than what it was. But they kind of smartened him up and that was wrong. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Please don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Head on over there. Please subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.